Wow, Mariam had great insights for how project managers can adapt to different situations. Let me recap quickly. She told me that according to Quinn's competing values framework, there are 8 basic roles of a project manager. Imagine an axis with 4 different quadrants. Then ask yourself 2 questions. 1, how much flexibility or control does the task need? 2, is it an internal task within your organization or an external one involving partners and stakeholders? Once you understand what the task needs, you can decide which role would be most appropriate. An innovator or a bridge builder, a producer or a director, a monitor or a coordinator, a mentor or a facilitator. Let's look at some of my personal experiences and identify which roles I chose to take. Last year, I organized a large event. We started the process by brainstorming as a team what our desires, aims, and objectives were. All ideas were welcome. Everyone could express themselves freely, and I didn't really want to overrule anyone. It was an internal process, which allowed a lot of flexibility. That leads us to the top left quadrant and the roles of a mentor who develops colleagues or a facilitator who promotes participatory decision making. In this case, I took on the role as facilitator. But if we had gotten financial support from an external stakeholder, then I could have chosen a more external and control-focused role, like a director developing and communicating a vision. During the event, I was responsible for organizing the welcome reception. Setting up the reception is an internal process where we needed control to ensure a quick and efficient check-in of participants. Here, I had the option of either monitoring or coordinating my team. Given that I mostly worked with young volunteers, I decided to take on the role of coordinator and help them design quick ways of getting people their name tags and welcome bags. However, the welcome reception also had an external and flexible element, welcoming the participants. First impressions matter, and if they didn't feel properly welcomed, they might be less excited about our event, and that would show to our partners. This meant that I needed 2 roles for the same task. When greeting the participants, I could take on various roles depending on the need. I could be a bridge builder and connect them with other participants or local volunteers. Or I could also be an innovator and help solve unexpected issues, like a participant's name badge is missing or their name is spelled wrong, and we had to come up with a solution. At the end of the event, the team met for a debrief. I liked hearing their feelings and concerns. Which role did I take on? As the debrief involved our internal team, and we were flexible sharing our thoughts, I acted as a mentor. But since it was the end of an exhausting event, and everyone was really tired, I could have been more productive by controlling the section and focusing on immediate external needs, and maybe postpone the rest of the evaluation to a later date. In this case, I should have acted as a producer to manage time, stress, and productivity. This is tricky for me because personally, I prefer being a mentor. Marian said that it's completely normal to have a preferred role, but sometimes we need to expand our comfort zones to become a better project manager. As you can see, I could have taken on many roles within this same event and even within the same task. Mariam's main message was that a good project manager can act in all roles depending on what the project needs at a specific time. From now on, I will always try to keep these 2 questions in mind when I carry out the task. How much control is needed, and is the focus internal or external?